Hey there guys, I'm back to another game room tour. Today we're going to be taking a look at pretty much my entire room. The last time I did a video like this was last year in July. Now it's August of this year, so I'm doing it a little bit late. But hey, you know, better late than never. And I actually was contemplating on whether or not I wanted to go and do this video because I suffer from over collecting. And if you don't know what that is, that's pretty much when you keep collecting things but you don't have enough room for it. I don't suffer it as much as I did like 3 months ago, but I've been selling a lot of things and trying to make space and room for more stuff within my collection, and you know, selecting things that I want to go and collect specifically, you know, because I don't have as much room as I would like, but you know, gotta work with what you got. So this room is kind of different, and I have been used to this camera. To those who are unaware, last year I had the autofocus button enabled, and every single time I focus in, it would be a really loud noise. But this year, or 1 year later, I now know how to work this camera in terms of the manual focus. So yeah, let's start with the biggest addition to this room, the desk. So this is kind of like a desk. It is pretty much a folding table with all of my computer stuff on there, so it's not the best thing in the world, but hey, it works. It pretty much does its purpose. So first up, the computer here. On top of it, it has a Xbox One wireless adapter for my Xbox controller right up here. So yeah, nothing much about this computer has changed. I did add a 3 terabyte hard drive in there, and I think I added one sticker, which is the Vans Warped Tour sticker. Other than that, I'm pretty sure everything else is the same. Pretty sure. Let me just go and fix this Sonic Sprite magnet real quick. Alright, so yeah, so let's just go and continue on with the desk over here. You guys already saw the Xbox One controller a little bit earlier. Scotch tape, you know, just random things here and there. The HyperX headset, I don't know exactly what the name of it is, but this is pretty much HyperX's headset, and it's pretty good. It's pretty affordable. I think it's under the $100 range, so it's a really good headset. Highly recommended. I really do like it. Here I got a lamp, and it is touch sensitive, so whenever I touch here, it turns on, and then when I touch it again, whoops, I missed. It turns off. So I pretty much use this when I eat or when I do homework. So here is a phone stand whenever I put my iPhone there. This is a Vegeta figure that I got from a friend this past Christmas. It was actually Damien, the co-host of the Two Players podcast. If you listen to us, thank you. And here I have a dual monitor setup. This monitor right here was given to me by my brother Christmas of last year. This is a 144 Hz monitor. It's pretty good. I really do like it. And then this one is a 60 Hz monitor, and this acts as my secondary monitor. Both made by Acer, obviously different models because one's 60 frames and this one is 144. So yeah, pretty good monitors. This is my keyboard that I've been using for so goddamn long, I actually think I need to clean it. It's a G710 Plus. I know that Logitech has been releasing newer keyboards, but I really don't care. This one does its job. This is a Logitech mouse. I believe this is a G510, no, 502. This is probably the best mouse I've ever used just because it has the thumb rest, and I really do like the thumb rest. So it's a pretty good mouse. Moving on to over here, I have two League of Legends little figures or minifigures. Nautilus and Draven from like the mystery Funko thing. Got that from a friend from Christmas. He's actually my neighbor too, so a pretty cool gift. And then two fidget spinners over here, obviously. These are not mine. My brother bought these, but I do play with them once in a while. The one in black is plastic, and then the one in blue is metal. The one in black was the first one we got, and we dropped that one a lot, and it has cracks all over it. So like these three things could actually pop out. So I guess he wanted to go and get a newer one. And this one is my water bottle. Nothing spectacular. I do refill this multiple times a day. I should probably refill this after this video. My 3DS XL is in here. It is a blue 3DS XL. It's not like one of the newer 3DSs, but you know, it does its job. You know, it has the TSM logo on it, but yeah, this is the regular 3DS model. It is pretty old now, not gonna lie. It's a couple years old because I have not decided to upgrade in a very long time. So let me just go and flip it back over like that. I got some cheap tape. I don't even think this is very sticky. I think this is made for like wrapping paper or something, but I have it there. Tissues, a a keychain or a charm by Rin the Yordle. We'll put a link in the description below to her Twitter and her store if you're interested in her stuff. Unfortunately, I believe this keychain or charm, whatever you want to call it, is not available anymore, but she does have other products on there, including League of Legends and The Legend of Zelda. Right here is a Dragon Ball Z Loyal Subjects box. It has 2 figures in here. It has the Goku right here. Let me just go ahead and see if I can focus in. Alright, I guess that's the best I can get. It has this Goku figure and the Super Saiyan Vegeta figure in there. I used to have them displayed right there, but they just kept falling, so I just put it back in there in a box. You know, they both come in separate boxes, but I threw one of them out. So, but they do fit both in here, so that's fine. This is a little Pac-Man mini tin for like candy and stuff, but I have my USB drive for the SD card that is put into this little compartment. The SD card is currently in the camera, so I can't really show you that. This is a ruler, some other things in there, you know, pens, pencils, and a scissor. My blue snowball microphone, I pretty much use this for everything. I use this for the podcast, my game reviews, anytime I'm doing like a thoughts video and I'm not showing my face, I pretty much use this snowball, and it's been doing wonders for me, so I really do like it, and I highly recommend it if you're trying to get into YouTube and want a really good microphone. So now let's get into the TV setup. So the setup hasn't changed all that much, just a couple of additions to the setup. So first up here, obviously the Switch is the biggest addition here. So we got the Switch over here, the PlayStation 3, which has been here forever, and then the Switch carrying case, which I do use whenever I do go places and I want to bring the Switch with me. Here is another big addition. This is the Razer soundbar. I forget exactly what the name of it is, but it pretty much lets my TV sound a lot better. It does wonders for me, alright? And it also has Bluetooth, so I could have Spotify on my phone and play it through here, and it sounds great. So, very happy with that. The Wii U sensor bar is still there, and speaking of the Wii U, I actually do have my Wii U still set up. I have not taken this down or put it away just because, I don't know. I honestly think that maybe sometime I'll get more Wii U games and, you know, pop it out and play it, but honestly, it's just collecting dust like my PS3, so maybe I should put it away. I'm not exactly sure, but anyways, the PS4, this pretty much acts as my PlayStation 4 machine, obviously, you know, plays all my PS4 games, but I also use it for movies and Netflix. So if I'm going to watch a movie, I put it in the PS4, and if I'm going to watch Netflix, I'm going to use the PS4, so. And obviously my 50-inch TV, the Toshiba, I forget exactly what model it is, but it is made by Toshiba and it is 50 inches. I got this when I got this room, so this has been here forever. So moving into the cabinets, nothing much has changed within these little shelves. The PS2, you know, still has all of the wires and stuff, and the N64 is pretty much the same, so nothing much has changed in there. Moving on to over here, pretty much the same ordeal, I guess. It has the Retron 3, which allows me to play NES, SNES, and Genesis games, so that's pretty cool. And then my Wii, the original Wii, this Wii actually does play, what's it called? GameCube games, so this is definitely one of the older Wii models, and I'm pretty sure it still works, so that's pretty cool. And now we move on to the third shelf over here. We got a bunch of controllers in here. A lot of it on top is like Wii remotes, N64 controllers, PS2 controllers right there. Over here, there's a NES controller, there's a Sega Genesis controller, and yeah, so moving down to here, we got a bunch of Wii accessories for like Wii Sports and stuff, and then a lonely PlayStation 3 controller. And now moving on to the last cabinet right over here, we got the GameCube. I actually bought this very recently. I'm not exactly sure if this was in my last game room tour, but I finally have a standalone GameCube, so I don't have to plug in the Wii if I want to go play GameCube games, and I am also now allowed to go and use the Game Boy Advance player that I've had for so long. So finally got that I'm able to use it, and some other wires and stuff in there. Then my Xbox 360, this is the arcade model, and I've had this for the longest time, and I've yet to plug it in ever since I've done my first ever game room tour on this channel. So yeah, I have definitely shifted away from Xbox for a very, very long time now. So now that we're done with pretty much this area, let's move on to the top area up here. Hey there, guys. Alright, so now let's get into the first one right over here. So let's open it. Alright, so let's go and get this first thing out of the way. This is my Elgato game capture card. This is the first model. This isn't like the 60 FPS or like anything like that. This is pretty much the basic one. This came out around the time Xbox One and PS4 came out, so it is advertising that it is perfect for next-gen consoles. So yeah, that thing has been doing me wonders over these past couple of years. And now back here, I got my Sonic the Hedgehog Archive collection. I got Sonic the Hedgehog Archives volumes 1 through 15, I believe. And then volume 23 and 24 are right on top. And then, whoops, right over here, I got my League of Legends lanyards that I've got from the Madison Square Garden, summer finals of 2015. That was the first ever Riot hosted event for League of Legends at the Madison Square Garden, so that was pretty cool. Some other cables like USB extenders and stuff, some Minecraft figure accessories back there, and then here are just a bunch of trade paperbacks or like graphic novels, whatever you want to call them. So I've never read any of these, so that's why they're still here. But we got the Sonic Super Special. Oh god, let me go and make sure that it is actually focused in. The Sonic Super Special, like first monster size issue. This is pretty much like the Sonic Archie magazine, pretty much. Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 10, Volume 11, Volume 12, Volume 14, Volume 17, and Volume 19. I'm missing a couple of trade paperbacks here and there, but you know what? I will eventually complete the collection, hopefully by the end of next year. I got Sonic and Mega Man Worlds Unite Volume 1 and 2. I have Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Control. And then Sonic Saga Series Volumes 1, 5, and 6. So, yeah, I have a lot of trade paperbacks to read, so hopefully I will be able to read them very soon. But, you know, I have other interests that I am currently interested in, such as the Netflix Marvel series, but I'll talk about that another time. Moving on to over here, there's a lot of card games here, Cards Against Humanity. This V is the voting game, Never Have I Ever, the game of poor life decisions. I would recommend this game, as it says 17 plus. But even then, like, you need to have like life experience and like experience a lot of things. So since me and my friends don't really go out that often or experience a lot of things, you know, it's not the best game for us. But anyways, this game on the bottom is What Do You Meme? I think it's pretty bad. That's what my brother said. I can't remember the last time we played it. But back here, I have the Ultimate Spider-Man trade paperbacks that I have read. These are volumes 1 through 9, I believe. So yeah, just need to go and catch up on that. I have not read these in over a year, so I don't even know most of it. But hopefully I will be able to reread some of that stuff soon. There's some League of Legends stuff here. I have the Worlds pin. Let me just go and put this down and focus in on it individually. Oh god. I'm going to put it over here because of the light. But yeah, this is the Worlds pin. They didn't have a sticker for the MSG event the second time they went for Worlds, so they just had this pin, and I was like, I want the pin because the pin looks pretty cool. So I actually completely forgot that I had this until just now. So, and then I have some little popper things. You pretty much blow them up, and then you see like the lights glow, and you're supposed to like smack them against each other. And then behind all of these card games are DS and Game Boy Advance carrying cases. Moving over here, we have GameCube controllers. Whenever my friends come over and like they need a controller because they forgot to bring theirs, you know, I got extras. And then we got some regular playing cards, 2 separate decks for some reason, and then this one is a brand new deck. And then some Uno cards, my Game Boy collection, which includes the original Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and then some manuals from the games that I've had since I've been a little kid. So yes, I did keep the manuals, but I did throw out the boxes, sadly. And then here are some box Game Boy games, Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, Bomberman Tournament, and then some Game Boy Advance games and DS cases. Sonic. I mean, there is Sonic Advance, but I was supposed to say Super Mario Advanced. And then Choo Choo Rocket, my bad. And then this is just a little paper insert for Kirby Return to Dreamland, I believe, or Nightmare in Dreamland, my bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this little storage system, container, or shelving unit, whatever. Moving on to over here, we have my World of Nintendo 2.5-inch collection. My collection has pretty much reached its limit, because if you move this one, it has 3 rows of figures just like this. And if you watched my World of Nintendo 2.5-inch collection, you'll know that my collection is pretty goddamn big for these tiny figures, and I honestly like them because they do a lot of more interesting characters like KK Sliders and Tom Nook. So I really do like the 2.5-inch collection from Jakks Pacific for the World of Nintendo line. Moving on to the bottom shelf, we got some retro games here. Here's my NES collection. I have some key titles like Contra, Burger Time, you know, stuff like that, but I don't have like Super Mario 3 or anything like that, so I definitely need to go and keep working on my NES collection, I would say. Behind Super Mario 64 is my entire SNES collection. Yes, this is all of the SNES games that I own, but I do have some titles that I really do like and I really wanted. So I do have Turtles 4, I have Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, Donkey Kong Country, you know, so I do have some games that I really did want. And this copy of Mario 64 is not mine. This is just a copy my friend wants me to play because I've never played Mario 64, and I said that I'm not playing it on an emulator, so he gave me his copy. So here are some Super Mario Maker ornaments. Let me just go and zoom it out. Ornaments and a snow globe. Probably going to sell these two when November/December hits. And then behind here is my N64 collection. I don't think it's changed in a while, so I'm not the biggest on retro games at the moment, so maybe my interest will spark within the upcoming months, who knows. Moving on to this final little shelving unit. In here are my PSP games. The PSP was a great system. I loved the library of games that it had. These are pretty much all of the games that I wanted on it. I don't think I'm missing any titles that I really wanted, so yeah, you know, got Sonic Rivals 1 and 2, Ratchet & Clank, Daxter, so, you know, got some really good PSP titles. Then my PS1 collection, it has grown a little bit. I did recently get this Gex game for the PlayStation. I've yet to test it out, so I don't know if it works or anything like that, but yeah. And then I got some like random figurines up there. I got Steve from Minecraft, and then on top of him is the Creeper, then this little penguin figurine. So moving on to this bottom shelf, we got some random tables and stuff like that, you know, nothing spectacular. Got my Gunners here. I have not worn these in a long time because it messes up my face and then acne, you know, builds up. I don't really like it, so but I do have my GameCube collection. I don't think I've added anything in a while, so pretty much if you go through my channel and type in GameCube collection, that's probably my entire collection right there. It hasn't changed all that much. But moving on to the couch. The couch, I have this American Eagle blanket here because if you lift it up, or I'll lift it up, it has been ripped because I would sit here for like hours and hours upon days on days, just sitting here and like playing my PC or whatever before it was the setup. So yeah, I would sit there for a while and, you know, couches, whatever. Here is the King Perot plushie. My brother bought this. I did not buy this. He wanted to put it in his room, but my mom said no, so she put it in here. I guess that's fine with me. And then I have a iPhone charger right here. But yeah. Oh, gotta go and put that away. Let me just go do that real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Now let's get into the Ottoman because it has some interesting things. Maybe you're interested in it. So, I have the Switch Pro controller. This is not mine. This is my brother's. But it does wonders for Splatoon 2, so that's why it is out. And I use this pretty much every single time I play Splatoon 2. TV remote, PS4 controller / Netflix remote, and then over here I got some movies that I really want to watch, but I have not found the time to do so. Some of these are still sealed, some are opened. We got Ted, Godzilla, The Nice Guys, Django Unchained, Ghost in the Shell, the original like anime, and then we got Turtle Power, the definitive history of the Ninja Turtles. So I'm probably gonna have to watch these very soon. And I obviously have my phone. It is currently 10:33 at night on Thursday, so now you know when this is being recorded. So moving on to the next part of the room, pretty much what I think attracts most people who come into this room, my big old bookshelf. I'm pretty much going to go through every single shelf and explain what's in there, but first let's get into this little part. Alright, so first up I got the Sonic Mania Collector's Edition, but I don't have a spot for it, so it is going to remain here for a while until I am able to find a proper spot for it. The statue's still in there. I took the batteries out after I did that little thing within the unboxing video because I don't want the batteries to ruin the little statue. So yeah, but everything's still in there pretty much. And then over here I have some tripods. This tripod's broken. I'm not exactly sure if you can tell, but yeah, the bottom part snapped, so it's not exactly in working condition. This is for whenever I use my iPhone to record. That's not all that often anymore because I have too much music on my phone and my phone doesn't have enough storage, so I just don't use my phone anymore. I would love to use my phone because it would just make things somewhat easier, but I just can't use it. And then this tripod is obviously the one that I use more often. I've not recorded with this camera and used this tripod as well, just because I just find it easier to just record things through Audacity and just edit it through there instead of having to record through here, and then the audio just sounds not exactly all that great either, so whatever. And then this is what I use whenever I have to go and use this camera that I'm using to record and I need to get a, I guess, not as tall of a view, you know, so that's pretty much it. My backpack for this upcoming school year, I think this is a Adidas backpack. Yep, Adidas. So now let's get into this bookshelf. This has not changed for a while. I have the Playmates Ninja Turtles original comic book Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo figures. Still sealed, brand new, never opened them. They just look pretty cool in their boxes, and also I heard the figures are not all that great either, so that's why I keep them in the box. Moving on to this second shelf, it has a lot of figurines, as you can see. I got a B Mario, B Luigi minifigure, a Yoshi figure, Ho-Ho and Lugia. I forget who made those, but those are pretty old figures. Super Mario Galaxy figurines, they were, what's it called, like little gacha figures that were like little, you would get them in balls and then they would be random on which character you got, and I luckily got no duplicates, so that happened. And then I have a little Sonic and Tails figure in their classic forms, and then a 15th anniversary Sonic statue that I believe was a pre-order bonus for Sonic 06. I bought this from Pete Dorr at the first ever Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, and it was pretty cool to meet him. And yeah, now I have this little figure from his own personal collection. It was all like broken, but I fixed it. So and honestly, the paint job on the side, I'm not exactly sure if you could see that. There's like a lot of scratches on it. Personally, I don't care about that because since he's going to be posing this way, you'll never see him. So now you know. Maybe I should fix him like that. Alright, there we go. And then obviously I'm pretty sure you guys have seen these, or like you've seen these within this video and asked what the hell these are. These are pint-sized heroes made by Funko. We got some Batman, some Spider-Man, and then I have so many of them I need to go and put the Batman villains up there. So I'm probably gonna have to like sell these or something like that. Oh, I also put Joker and Harley Quinn back there. Both Harley Quinns. So I'm probably gonna have to like sell the Batman line. I'm probably gonna keep the Spider-Man line because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. But moving on to the games in the back, these are my Wii games, guys. You know, my original Wii. I honestly love the Wii so much. There were a lot of different games on there. You know, you had games like Klonoa, you had Metroid Prime, you had New Super Mario Bros., Pikmin, all of the Sonic games. So there's a lot of variety on there, and I really did like that about the Wii. And then moving up here, I got the Skyward Sword Collector's Edition with the Wiimote. I don't think the Wiimote's in there, but all of the inserts and stuff like that's still in there. Epic Mickey 1 and 2, those are still sealed. I want to do a video on those games, like a game review and stuff. Wii Play, Wii Sports, and the Link's Crossbow training game. And then this game right here is Xenoblade Chronicles, but the disc only. Bought that on eBay a couple years back before they announced the whole new 3DS port. So I got the gold Wii Remote Nunchuck right there that was accessible through Club Nintendo. And then the pre-order bonus for pre-ordering Donkey Kong Country Returns, the banana Wii Remote holder. So that was a pretty cool find. And then here are my Amiibos, guys. I got some of my Amiibos, some of my favorites, I would say. Obviously got the Mario characters, Zelda, the third-party characters, you know. But yeah, pretty much got all of the ones. I'm still missing the newer ones. I don't have Bayonetta, Cloud, or what's the other character? God damn it! It's not Robin. It's freaking. Oh, whatever. The name escapes me. I'm sorry. But here we have a Mario and Luigi 3DS XL box. I put the box under here because if I put them right next to each other, if you can see, both of these shelves are the exact same, and they have like this little flap here, or like this little indent, and this one would be a little bit higher. So instead of just being a little bit higher, I'm gonna have them just be a lot higher, if you know what I'm saying. And then here I have some Mario minifigures. These were like blind boxes or whatever. Oh my god, excuse me. I did these for a video a while back, so if you want to go and, you know, see me react to opening these, well, there's not going to be much of a incentive to. But anyways, moving over to here, I have some Steven Universe minifigures from Funko. These are like mystery minifigures. 2 Stevens, Pearl, Amethyst, Garnet. God damn it. I have not watched Steven Universe in a very long time, so her name escapes me. I got Connie and Lion. So, oh wait, Lapis. Yes, Lapis. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, I got my PS2 collection back here, but it is blocked by all of the Funko Pops, so see what you can and then watch my PS2 collection if you're really interested. But yeah, I got a bunch of Funko Pops. Most of these are Spider-Man related. So the first one here, I got Spider-Man, Hawkeye, Iron Man, and Captain America 4-pack. I got a little Spider-Man keychain here. Got some Spider-Man Homecoming Pops. This Spider-Man is a Hot Topic exclusive, and the rest of these can be found anywhere where Pops are sold. So got the broken purple SBO figure here still. I still need to fix him because for some reason his leg decided to come off, and these clear figures were always made terribly, I felt, so whatever. And then up here I have some random pins and keychains and stuff. This Braum little charm / keychain was made by Rin the Yordle, you know, the same person that I showed with the little Annie by my computer desk. And then these pins, I got these two recently, the Toon Link and Kaioken Goku. I got those at Aeon Gaming because New York Comic Con's coming up and I'm going on Sunday, so I wanted to go and get some new pins to go and, you know, pimp out my lanyard a little bit more. And I got the Kirby, Pac-Man, Sonic, and Mega Man pins. These were at Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, not the one that just happened, but the year before that. And then I have some Our Last Night stuff here. I got a Younger Dreams little wristband, and I got a Younger Dreams card. And then I have a Star Bomb pin that I forgot how I acquired that, but it wasn't bundled with their album, but I think there was some sort of thing that you could do afterwards that you can go and get that pin. But anyways, got a little Poro little stress ball thing. They were throwing these out during the Worlds at MSG, and somehow someone missed their grab, and it fell in my seat, and I pretty much just took it. So I wasn't even trying to go and get them, but somehow fate said, hey, you can have one. So back here I have some Pokemon trainer cards. These are like reverse hollows and just like trainer cards that I want to keep. Still need to go and put those away. And then underneath is like a Atari PlayStation 1 compilation. So there's that. And then down here, I'm just going to get on my knees so I could go and get a better angle. So we got a Goku statue here I got at the New York Comic Con 2016, so that was almost a year ago now. This is probably one of my favorite poses of Goku, and you know, I like his outfit a lot more because it's different from the traditional outfit that he usually wears. Got a Take the Lantern a wristband thingy. It's a League of Legends reference. This is a Wii Fit U sort of monitor thing. And then in front of here, this is something I've done more recently. I've been taking my Pokemon cards and pretty much have been putting them in top loaders. So I got a Dark Vaporeon, and I also have some much more recent stuff, so like Zekrom, Hollow. So I've been trying to do that, and this one's just full with Wizards of the Coast or just like OG Pokemon cards. So I got a Japanese Blastoise, so yeah. Definitely trying to work on that. I just need more top loaders, that's all. And then in this tin is some random Pokemon cards. In here are all of my hollows. And then over here are some random card supplies, so like different sleeves and stuff like that. These are the Joy-Con grips, I believe. So it just makes holding the Joy-Cons a lot more, how do I say this, comfortable. And then up here I have some Nintendo Switch games. These are pretty much all of my games for the Switch: Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8, 1-2 Switch, and Zelda. Some notepads that I had to go and buy for school, but they only sold them in 4-packs, so I bought 4, and I only used 1. My GameCube adapter, and then over here are some more Pokemon card hollows and stuff like that that I have within top loaders. Actually, not in top loaders, they're just waiting to be in top loaders. And then over here I got Fox and Peppy guarding my Wii U collection, along with Yoshi and the Smash Bros. CD. So yeah, it's my entire Wii U collection. Alright, so now let's move on to the second to last shelf here. Got some Funko Pops here. The Thresh, Braum, and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta I'm keeping, but these three I am contemplating on selling at the moment. So, and if you can see behind them, I have my PS3 collection. So I don't think I've increased my PS3 collection in a while. I'm pretty sure it's been the same for the past year, but I could be wrong. But my PS4 collection has definitely increased. I have a couple of new games there. Obviously Crash Bandicoot and all of the other Summer Backlog Challenge games here. Got some other PS4 games up there. Oh, BioShock Infinite, the complete edition I got at Target on clearance. I forget how much, but I'm pretty sure it was cheap. 10 bucks. 10 bucks for the complete edition of BioShock on the PS3, so not bad. Hopefully I could go and play that game one day, because a lot of people say it's good, but I'm not exactly sure if that's true. And then back there I have a Kirby keychain. It is Meta Knight. I'm probably going to give that to a friend. And then over here I have Kirby Mass Attack and a 3DS case 18 from Club Nintendo. This Kirby Mass Attack is still sealed. I'm not exactly sure if you can see that. Let me see if I can focus in with one hand. Yes, I can. 15 bucks. I paid 15 bucks for this. Brand new, sealed. You know, not bad of a deal. So now let me zoom out, refocus, and the last and final shelf down here. Alright, so this is pretty much all of my books. Magazines, comic books, all that stuff. So let's start from here. I got some Nintendo Power issues. Some of them are key issues, some of them aren't. I do have the final issue. It's right there. If you can see that, it says final issue. I still have the original plastic that it came in, so I'm not exactly sure if I should invest in like a magazine sort of like bag and board. I probably should, but I'll just wait and see. Got some Nintendo Force magazine stuff. I only went through one subscription with them, just because like after a certain point I was like, I'm not really reading these, I'm just sort of like collecting them. So I just stopped buying it. But I know that they are still going strong, and I highly recommend you check them out if you were a huge fan of Nintendo Power. Game Informer magazines. These aren't all of them that I own. These are just some of the ones that had like really cool covers. So like this one is The Last of Us, and then this one right above it is New Super Mario Bros. U. So yeah, I just kept like some of the really cool covers with my collection, because that's how I roll. And then some other magazine stuff. Let me zoom out, because because it's a little drawing. Some other magazine stuff, some guides. I got Pokemon Black and White guide. I got a Majora's Mask 3D Prima guide. All the best games, Game On 2016, and then the Guinness Book of World Records 2012. I was actually at one point contemplating whether or not I should buy like all of the Guinness Book of World Records gamer editions, but like they're so outdated by the time they come out. It's sort of like things that I already knew. But this is my entire comic book collection, and then I have some random plastic Dragon Balls over here that had keychains in them. But anyways, this is my entire comic book collection. I would love to put these in like a what's it called, a long box, but I used to have a short box actually, where my tripods were, but what's it called, my mom told me to throw out the box because I was obviously not supposed to put it there, so she told me to throw it out, and it's whatever. But I could still somehow fit all of my comic books on here without it exceeding the limit. So I'm pretty much almost running out over here, but most of my comic books are pretty much Sonic the Hedgehog. So I have some old issues, and then I have 200 to 259. So yeah, I have most of the Sonic the Hedgehog comics that I want. Others are like in the archives and stuff like that. So I'm trying to complete the Sonic the Hedgehog run by Archie before the IDW comes out, and then I have Sonic Universe in here too. So I got some Sonic Universe stuff. I believe I have 1 to 50, or no, 60, or yeah, 1 to 60 or something like that. So I am definitely a huge Sonic comic book fan. Then I have Mega Man, of course. I could do a whole video on my comic book collection, so I should probably stop wasting my time. But if you guys want to go and see my comic book collection, I am definitely willing to do that. So let's move on past this bookcase and move on into this little closet thing. I'm not proud of how this thing looks. It looks very cluttered. It looks very overpacked at some points, but yeah, this is my life right now, so I'm trying to get rid of a lot of things, and hopefully I will. But yeah, I'm just trying to make space for other things that I am interested in and not Funko Pops. So first up, let's go and talk about the Funko Pops up here. So I have a lot of Funko Pops. It goes rows all the way down. I'm trying to get rid of them, some of them, not all of them. Probably going to keep the Marvel ones and the Vegeta ones, but all of the other ones I'm probably going to try to get rid of them, depending on how much they go for and how much I paid for them. So I'm not trying to lose money by any means, but you know, if I have to and get rid of some space, that's fine by me. We got some World of Nintendo figures over here. All of the 4-inch figures that I want, I pretty much have. I think I'm missing a couple, but I think they're doing like re-releases of like Mario and Luigi and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that is my World of Nintendo 4-inch collection over here. I got my DS, 3DS stuff here. So 3DS stuff over here, right behind this little Valentine's Day themed tiger. 3DS games, Amiibos, Isabelle plushie, Fire Emblem pre-order, and it is sitting right on top of my Sonic DS/3DS collection over here. Got the Shadow Link World of Nintendo figure. This was a exclusive to Spencer's. Out of all of the places they could have chose Spencer's, that was a very interesting exclusivity. Star Fox 64 dog tags, a Fire Emblem Fates special edition back there, and then behind that are just a bunch of DVDs and Xbox 360 games, and then some boxes. I have boxes from the GameCube controllers, Yoshi's Woolly World. I believe that one is Toad, or Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on the right, and then the one on the left is Yoshi. Chibi Robo Ziplash with the Amiibo bundle right there. Got the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask limited edition with the Skull Kid figure. Those are a bunch of CDs that I got at Warped Tour, except for the Star Bomb CD. So the artists include Against the Current, Hands Like Houses, I Prevail, Our Last Night, Palisades, Set It Off, and I think that's about it. So yeah, I really do like getting the physical CDs to go and support my bands that I like. So DS collection, and you know, some other 3DS games, Funko Pop of Captain America, sitting on some blank CD inserts or whatever. Moving on to down here, Knuckles is a little weird right here. Let me just go fix him real quick. Alright, there he is. Alright, so obviously I have Knuckles. a Knuckles plush from the 25th anniversary Tomy line. I have the Eggman that goes along with it, and I am missing Sonic and Tails, which hopefully I will get in the future, and I will have a space for them. I have some other things over here. I have some Sonic Boom figures. The Cubot and Orbot figures I got because Jazzwares never made Cubot and Orbot figures, and supposedly these figures are complete crap, so I'm glad I kept them in the box. And then I got the Sonic Boom pre-order bonus for Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal on the 3DS. Got some Figma figures there, got Pit and Link. The Link one is still affordable, and then the Pit one is pretty expensive, so I'm glad I picked him up before he rose up in, you know, the outrageous prices that he's going for right nowadays. Captain America Civil War, a Giant Man Funko Pop, and then I have some extra 3DS cases right there. Then that Tetris DS is the bootleg version. So yeah. And then right here is a box for the Sonic and Tails figures that I showed you earlier. Just go focus in on it so I could move it around freely. But yeah, it has figures and a little booklet to go and tell the tale of Sonic and Tails. So, and this little baggie is all of like the little goodies that I got at New York Comic Con. I've still yet to put the stickers anywhere or any of the charms that I have. So, still have those. These are all of the back inserts for the Amiibos that I've opened. And then this one is the Yoshi's Woolly World Green Yoshi. Amiibo with the still with the plastic insert. I don't know why I kept that, but I got the Splatoon plushies from Jack Specific for the World of Nintendo line, along with the white Pikmin, and then there's a purple Pikmin in there as well, along with some other random stuff that I do not want to go through right now. And as you can see, I have a lot of boxed Amiibos in the back. I've yet to open these because I don't have the room for them. But yeah, I have a extra Mega Man and Sonic, and I believe a Pac-Man as well. I also have some other things in the back over there. I have a Mega Man D-Arts figure. I have a Sonic, or not Sonic, a SH Figure Arts Mario figure. And yeah, that's about it for this shelf. So now let's move on to the bottom shelf. Alright, so this last shelf down here I'm not very proud of. It has a bunch of boxed Amiibos, obviously. As you can see, I have a lot of boxed Amiibos over there, but these are Smash Brothers ones, so I think Ryu's in there. Some Zelda Breath of the Wild ones are in there, so like Zelda, Link, stuff like that. So I still have a lot of boxed Amiibos. I also have some Power Rangers Dorbs, and then behind all of this are like a bunch of not Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z DVDs. So, and then right here, this Marvel Legends box is a 2-pack that has Mary Jane and Spider-Man. This was a Toys R Us exclusive. I bought it the first time I saw it because I've never seen a Mary Jane Marvel Legends figure, so I was like, I need to go and buy this. Got all my Speed Sprite stuff. To those who remember, I used to do a series on here on this channel called Speed Sprites, where I would pretty much grab graph paper and I would do a sprite on the graph paper. And I would do a time lapse, I would put music over it, but it's just not monetizable for the current YouTube space. Like, watch time is very important, and these videos are very short. And then on top of that, I use music that's potentially copyrighted, so I don't want to go and get flagged or strikes or anything like that just for using music. So I could always use like royalty-free music, but like even then, like, it's not monetizable friendly, or like it's not good for me in terms of money. But like even then, like, doing the videos, it takes a lot of time, and then like the payout's not exactly all that much. So it's sort of like what animators do, but animators are just in a whole other space. But anyways, have a bunch of Blu-ray movies back there. I got some Home Alone, Dragon Ball Z action, some other superhero movies like Batman, The Dark Knight, and stuff like that. Got some Funko Pops here that I'm still trying to sell, so hopefully I'll be able to go and sell them. I'm probably going to keep the Batman Vegeta. I'm not exactly sure because it is a Vegeta pop, but I'm not exactly the biggest fan on Batman Vegeta. I don't know, but maybe I'll keep it. I got this little Puro plushie from the first time I went to MSG. I pretty much bought a bunch of stuff. So yeah, got the Pearl plush. I'm just going to move this over and show you stuff on the bottom. So Scott Pilgrim versus the World is pretty much a really good series of graphic novels. These are pretty amazing. And then up there are a bunch of Marvel Blu-rays. So I got, you know, Avengers, Hulk, Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, Thor, Captain America, etc. So, and then on top of that, I got some other Blu-rays and stuff like that. So let me just go move the Pearl back. And then let me go and move this over here. So, oh boy, let's just go and skim through this real quick. So I'm going to start from here and try to show you guys the back stuff. So back here, I have all of the Sonic the Hedgehog 25th anniversary figures. I have the single card figures, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. I have the 3-pack where they are all metallic shiny. And then I have the 2 comic book packs of Sonic and Tails and Sonic and Knuckles. So yeah, I pretty much have everything from that line. I'm not going to buy the new comic book packs for Modern Sonic and their classic counterparts, just because the modern figures just aren't all that great, honestly. So I'm probably going to wait for them to, like, I don't know, sell them individually like they should have. But yeah, I do not want to buy more classic figures than I already have. So in that baby white container over here, this white container, I believe it has some markers and Sharpies and stuff like that. Underneath it, it has the Vegeta statue from earlier, just the box. A Donkey Kong Jenga. It's missing a couple of pieces, but hey, it's Donkey Kong Jenga. Got that at a thrift store for pretty cheap. Over here, I have my Funko Pops that I am keeping. I'm not going to sell these or anything like that, either because I want to keep them or they just don't sell as much as I paid for them. So, like, for example, this unhooded Spider-Gwen, it doesn't sell for as much as I paid for it. So I'm gonna just keep it in my collection. And then I have a bunch of Marvel Legends figures. I love Marvel Legends. They are really cool figures. They can, you know, articulate in so many different ways, and, you know, they just look cool on the shelf and stuff. But I just need to keep them in the box because my mom doesn't want me to display them. I don't know why, but yeah, they are just gonna sit in their boxes for a while until I get a situation where I can display them. And then over here, I got some Power Rangers Pops that I am selling. So I got the Red Ranger from the Hot Topic exclusive, the White Ranger, and then these I'm keeping. I got Spider-Man stealth suit, and then I got a Steampunk Batman, and then another Hot Topic exclusive under there. I'm not exactly sure what that one is, but yeah. I'm gonna try to make some room for other stuff in my collection. Over here I have my Gunners box that I probably should put my Gunners back in. A random lock, and then underneath it, it has the Link Figma from A Link Between Worlds, and I love this Figma. It's probably my favorite one out of the 3 that I own at the moment. Some other random things back here, backpacks, bags, a bubble mailer with some things that I'm still trying to sell. And then I got a Toad Amiibo that I'm trying to sell because I already have a Toad Amiibo. A bunch of Xbox 360 cases, some other things in there, some PS2 games that I need to go and sort through. This pencil case with Mario and Luigi on it, it has a bunch of markers and colored pencils. It is sitting on a Wii Fit U board and game bundle. My brother bought this on Amazon because it was super cheap. This Shenron figure was given to me by a friend. He originally bought me Dragon Ball Z socks, but this figure did not arrive in time, and I'm very thankful for him, but I have no space to put it. Maybe I'll swap it out with the Vegeta one when Christmas time comes, because, you know, just gotta go and show all my friends some love and give them the appreciation that I want to show them. But anyways, going through some other things, I got Trouble the Game, got some more Marvel Legends here. Over here I have the 10-inch Groot Pop Target exclusive from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Not sure if I'm going to sell this, because I know that this sold a lot when it originally came out, but I'm not exactly sure now. Got some poster boards, or poster tubes I should say. Just a bunch of posters that I want to put up, but my mom has yet to let me put them up. Got some pint-sized heroes. This is just the display box, because when I went to GameStop to go and buy up all of the pint-sized hero Batman characters, because they were like half off, and they were also buy one get one free, so I pretty much got a huge like deal on them. I asked if I could go and take the box with me, because, you know, they're not gonna get any more, so they allowed me to take it, so that was pretty cool. Got the boxes for the Nami, Leona, Tristana, and Cho'Gath figures. This Cho'Gath figure is actually my brother's, but everything else is mine. I also have a I Prevail little beer holder, or like bottle holder or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I bought that because I wanted to go and get my CD signed by them, but you need to buy something from them at Warped Tour. I don't know why they did that, but that's how they did it. So I just wanted a ticket for them to sign my CD, but you had to go and buy something first. So not That was a little dumb, but whatever. I think that's about it for this game room tour. I pretty much went through everything within the collection. But yeah, this is my game room tour for 2017. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have not already, you can subscribe. I put new videos up every single Saturday. If you want to follow me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, you can do that as well. And yeah, I think that is about it. Thank you guys for watching this very, very long video again. I'll see you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers.